And I'm live.
I bitch about the Modern Warfare characters as if there's not literally fucking Ninja Turtles and Squid Game, which arguably technically fit less, but like also I don't care.
I'd say the TMNT actually fit kind of well considering the 90s setting.
Oh yeah, I just mean like they're actually Call of Duty characters. That's what I.
Yeah, I guess,
As
but
opposed to...
the reason it pisses me off is different though, because like they made such a big deal about the operators from MW2 and 3 not carrying over to BO6 just to put Modern Warfare operators anyway.
Slop fare in my Black Ops. It's cringe. I don't care if they're in the same universe. It's not swag.
I just think it's stupid that they made such a big deal about like why they couldn't carry over to operators, and then they're putting MW operators anyway. Like if that's the case, just put all of them in at this point.
Yeah, it's like I get it's not Treyarch's fault because I doubt that they wanted that to happen. Because
I'm sure if it was up to Treyarch, they probably would have just let everyone use all the operators.
That, or they would have just been consistent and not, you know, put just...
Oh, that too, yeah.
Modern Warfare characters. I mean, I say all this, but, like, there was the Price 84 in Cold War, but that was different. I don't know. I feel like
that was like a promotional thing. That was like a one-off promotional thing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's different when it's, like, a one-off versus, like, you know...
It was also, like, what's it called?
Because I would have had the same problem with it if they added more than just the one price thing.
Well, it was also meant to just be like a reward for playing Warzone. I would stream something entertaining while I wait for my shift to start. Fuck you. I have to play this game right now.
Dude, I thought I was losing my mind because I didn't know Malachi bought a Ninja Turtles bundle. So I was looking at my friends as I hover over you, and you were one Ninja Turtle on your display thing. Then I hover over Cass, who was right below you, and it was a different Ninja Turtle. And then Malachi was a different Ninja Turtle. I thought
Which one does Malachi have?
I don't know their name.
What color was it?
I don't know.
But anyway.
I think it was red.
Oh, Raphael. Wait, that actually means that means that if we were to get Malachi in a game with me, Connor, and Cass, we would have every turtle.
Yeah. Whatever one has the size. I remember that was the one Malachi said he got.
Yeah, Raphael.
Because I don't know anything about Ninja Turtles. I said, what melee weapon did you get? That was that was what I asked.
That was your identifier.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's Raphael, the red one. He's the
I got Nebula on this size, like an hour ago, and the FAL. And then I finally unlocked the fucking bow staff. So I'll get that Nebula one day. Yeah, because I only have 3 weapons now that I don't have Nebula on. I think.
You know, I think I'm gonna copy what Damien showed me like the other day when we hung out.
Wow.
Damien was showing me that he's been doing this thing where every month that he discovers like a new song, he makes like a playlist for each month and puts it in that playlist.
Yeah, I have a few friends who do that.
And I saw he was doing that, and I kind of want to do it now. Just,
I've thought about doing it, but my
discover.
problem is I just kind of mostly just listen to albums, so...
Yeah, but you can chuck the entire album in there. That's what Damien does.
Yeah. I don't know.
Or at least any, like,
rarely,
all the songs that you like from that album, I guess.
I rarely use playlists, like, at all anymore.
Fair enough. I don't even know if I would listen to those playlists. I just think it'd be cool to see all the new music I discovered in that month in one place.
Oh, wanna hear what fucking shit I did earlier in the day? For some reason.
Ooh,
I should go to bed. It's about to be 4 a.m. If you look at my Steam profile, I now have a perfect game.
Huh?
If you look at my Steam profile, I have now got a perfect game. I 100% the achievements.
Which game?
Resident Evil RE-verse. It's a fucking shitty ass multiplayer game they released. It was like you got it for free for owning 8. It's getting shut down in a couple months, and it had only 12 advancements. So I'm like, wouldn't it be funny if
I mean, that'll be something you'll never be able to do again, I guess, then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was just kind of like, fuck it. That game is horrible. No wonder it's getting shut down. I did cheat for 2 of the advancements, so I'm just gonna be crystal clear. That game was horrible, and I couldn't play it anymore. But I got 10 of the 12 legit. I did the Steam Advancement Manager thingy. I did that for the last 2 because they were kind of stupid, and I kind of lost my mind, you know? I wasn't enjoying it.
I hope that it doesn't take too long to beat these 2 tiers, because I want to get back on GTA. I'm just enjoying, like, grinding out as much money as possible.
Oh yeah, here's the 2 that I fucking cheated for. I had to place first place in a match once each as Chris, Jill, Leon, Claire, Ada, and Hunk. So it's 6 different characters I had to place first place as. And I was going at that for a while, and I just couldn't do it anymore. Because that game has no fucking players, for one. Nobody plays that game. And everyone who does is, like, absurdly sweaty. I ain't doing all that.
I can't imagine why it's getting shut down.
Yeah. And then the other one was I had to get to level 10 in the Battle Pass, and the Battle Pass XP gain was really slow, so I didn't want to do it. I got to like level 3. To be fair, I only played for an hour and a half. So, maybe if I played more. But it's okay, I got the other 10 ones. But yeah, that's my first perfect game on Steam. Is fucking Resident Evil RE-verse.
My first perfect game on Steam is Krunker.
Don't you only have to open the game?
Yeah. I think my first actual perfect game was Skywalker Saga though.
Yeah. Even though you can't buy the game
because I played that game a
anymore,
normal amount when it came out.
Yeah, I'm aware. Even though you can't get it anymore because they delisted it, don't play RE-verse. It sucks. Yeah. I only have it because it just... The way it worked was it was just kind of like if you owned Resident Evil 8, you just got given the game for free.
It's kind of like how, what's it called? Kind of like how they have GTA 5 now, the legacy version.
It's funny, there is another multiplayer Resident Evil game that's older than that one that they also haven't shut down.
But it's probably more popular, I imagine, right?
I hear nothing about it. I don't know. I've heard more about RE-verse. Because it was just bundled with Resident Evil 3.
I have them, pretty sure it's Resistance, right?
Yeah, Resistance. Yeah. It's like a fucking 1v4 ASIM horror game. Which honestly probably plays better than RE-verse because let me explain to you how RE-verse works. So it was like borderline hero shooter, kind of, right? With different characters. You had your human characters. And they all had different weaponry and different abilities, right? They're all just like main characters from the games. Except also there were a lot of them that were just,
Alright, I'll open it now, Cass.
Chris's, like, squad and 8. Just a bunch of them that they're only in the game for like 30 seconds, so I don't know why you do that, but whatever. But essentially, right, it works like that. But then imagine if every time you died, you just became some fucking Resident Evil monster. Like, your body turned into goop, and then you reformed as some random Resident Evil monster. So it's like, you kill somebody, and then they just come back as fucking Mr. X from Resident Evil 2 at the end of the game, and he has the big giant claw, and he just shoves it through your stomach, and there's nothing you can do about it.
fair.
That was what that game was. It's shit. It's also only a free-for-all.
Oh.
Like it's just not fun. I will say though, my first couple games, I was shitting on hoes. You know, but then I was trying to go for that one advancement, so I had to change characters, and the game instantly became less fun. His only fun is Jill. To be fair, I'm a very biased party in that front, but also her guns were genuinely just really good. Shit game. I'm glad they're shutting it down. I don't regret cheating for those advancements, though. I'll do it again. Except I won't, dude. I gave myself a pass for this one because this game sucked, and I thought it would be funny. Wouldn't do it in a game I liked. I actually kind of want to get 100% on Cold War on Steam.
That's something I want to do as well, but I barely have touched the game on Steam, so it would be... The thing that I'm kind of like, oh, that wouldn't be very fun, is any of the multiplayer-centric ones. Because,
that's not the ones that I think I'd get annoyed with. I think the ones that I'd get annoyed with are the Dead Ops ones.
I like Dead Ops, though.
I don't dislike Dead Ops, it's just...
I played a lot of Dead Ops in Cold War. Speaking of which, Dead Ops this year, actually, we're getting a new one.
Yeah.
It's really funny, people reporting on that being, like, exclusive, Dead Ops Arcade, like, 5 or whatever it is, will be in the next game, and it's like...
4.
Okay, yeah, well, you know what I mean, anyway. It's like, it's like, exclusive leak, like, we're gonna have Dead Ops in the next game, it's like, yeah, it's...
Only it's not tradition that
yeah, it's like every second Black Ops game has a Dead Ops mode, like, that's not really a leak, that's just common sense at this point.
Yeah, I don't think it ever... Oh, you know what ones would be hard for multiplayer? The fucking fire team ones.
That's what I meant, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because that's what I was trying to say, like MP's a lot more dead than it used to be.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I think MP would be the hardest part.
Campaign, like, it wouldn't be too bad. Wow, just do one playthrough of the campaign on fucking veteran, and you have most of them done. And then you just have more, like, the gimmicky ones.
That's the aim is done. Dude, have I done the Tanto? I actually don't know. I haven't. I'll do the Tanto now.
Zombies ones, though, other like Dead Ops, would all be just really easy because they're all just D-machine ones.
Yeah, I really hate the trend of them not adding new achievements for new maps.
Yeah. It sucks.
It's really weird because their excuse is, oh, they're not DLC anymore, which means we can't add new
but then you look
thingies.
at games
but,
like Dead by Daylight.
Other games do it all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. Like... I mean, I guess in Dead by Daylight they are technically DLC, but you know what I mean, like... Because,
but
like, on console it does go under a DLC section.
Yeah, but they could just do that on console for thing. Like, I don't understand. Like,
oh yeah. No, they absolutely can. It's just it's a dumb.
They don't want to for some reason, and I don't understand it.
Yeah. Because you can do it exact. No, look. Actually, here's a better example. Minecraft. Look at Minecraft.
Yeah, that's the one I always go to because Minecraft always adds new achievements to every platform. The only reason I didn't bring it up is because Minecraft isn't on Steam. But if we're talking about console, then Minecraft is the best example you can go to.
Yeah, I mean, I was just using console as an example.
Yeah. Because I think console is the main reason that they use the excuse that they can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I like getting achievements. I think it's
Yeah,
cool.
same. I also
care
wouldn't
less about
mind
it
if
than
they
I
were
used to,
sectioned off
but-
into their own like DLC sections. It'd make it even more fun to go for completion.
Yeah, because I feel like it'd be cool if, like, you perfect the base game and then you perfect all the DLC kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, Dead by Daylight on PC, for example, to perfect it, you literally have to fork over a lot of money to do that. Because of the DLC. And you have to stay on top of it. Like, because there's DLC with the licensed characters, and it's like, okay, well, if you don't have them, well, shit. I want to show 100% like some of the Resident Evil games, though. Like, I don't know. I'd probably do 3 because that was like my favorite one. So.
Hmm.
Dude, it's so weird looking at my Resident Evil game hours because, like, most of the games aren't very long, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you just look at Resident Evil 6, and then it's 31 hours.
Jesus Christ.
I have a mixed relationship with that game.
I really, speaking of
fun.
long games, I really want to finish Red Dead 2. Especially now that I have Red Dead 1 on Steam because of GTA Plus. I think it'd be really fun to finish Red Dead 2 and then play Red Dead 1 because 2 is a prequel. So.
Dude, I clicked on the Steam page for fucking Resident Evil 4 remake, and I heard Leon talking about Ashley, but I didn't like realize like the video started playing, so I thought I started tripping because I have your fucking stream audio on, and I was like, why the fuck are you listening to Leon talk?
Oh.
I should go to bed. But maybe I do Resident Evil. Oh no, never mind. I was thinking about what games I might fucking get advancements for, or achievements, whatever. Dude, I'm fucking tired of these stupid words. Same thing. I was like, oh, well, maybe I could do Resident Evil 4. That was another one of my favorites. And then I saw I have 15 out of, like, 50, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. Because I'm sure they're absurdly stupid, because Resident Evil games, from what I know, are
I love the servers for this game.
Yeah, they're great. From what I see people talk about who like to achievement hunt, Resident Evil games are like some of the worst games, 100%, because they're like trophies that are like, you have to do this absurdly stupid thing the entire game. I know for Resident Evil 2 Remake, one of the fucking advancements is you have to beat the entire game, but you can't go over a certain amount of steps.
I'm realizing something.
Huh.
There's just something in my head. Like, okay, so in this situation, is there, like, because of Activision servers, like, being genuinely really bad, is there technically some, like, forceful, like, legal action that you could take where it's like, hey, I wasn't able to finish this battle pass that I paid for because the servers were bad? Like, couldn't you technically take them to court for that?
I think, like, on a base value, yeah, maybe, but...
You'd probably lose in the long run, but, like, I think on a, like, legal basis, you probably technically could take them to court for that.
There's probably some sort of fucking legal thing that they make you agree to that nobody reads.
Yeah, maybe.
These shady motherfuckers know all that. Even though it'll be 10 million years before you ever play it, Alex, one cool thing in fucking Resident Evil 4, I don't know if it's in the original, but it's in the remake. If you find a golden egg, right? There's a certain boss in the game. He's like one of the last ones that if you have that golden egg and you just throw it at him, it instantly kills him. I was just reminded of it right now. I thought you should know that. I miss Resident Evil. I don't know what to do with my day-to-day life anymore without it. Except I do know I'm just gonna start it over. I forgot I own Chair Fucking Simulator.
Bang again.
Yeah. It was like less than $1 and Cass gifted it to me. And then I continued the chain and gifted it to Allie. I don't think she continued the chain though. She should have.
I think Reaper gifted it to me initially. I don't remember.
Actually, I want to see the achievements.
Gateway portal stabilizing.
What, Chair Fucking Simulator?
No, because I was talking about Resident Evil.
You should 100% Chair Fucking Simulator.
No. I gotta see this. Yeah, here it is. This is the fucking achievement I was talking about. It's called a small carbon footprint. Take only 14,000 steps or fewer in one single playthrough of Resident Evil 2 Remake. Like, you can only take 14,000 or less steps in a single playthrough.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, everything I see.
This blueprint is still fucking bugged. What the fuck?
That Resident Evil games aren't the most fun to 100% for things like that.
I haven't done this. Why is it still bugged though?
What are threes? The threes aren't bad.
Oh my
What the
fucking
fuck?
god!
Oh. Alright. I'm
gonna be really fucking pissed off if I can't, like, get Splinter because of this.
You don't understand, Alec. Zombies always need to be on dedicated servers, even when you're playing solo. You don't get it.
They wanna break something.
Dedicated servers, dedicated servers, dedicated servers, dedicated servers. They're so much better, aren't they?
The thing is, too, like, if they actually had good servers, then I could actually, like, excuse the game being on dedicated servers, but Activision, for some reason, just, ever since MW2 came out, their servers have been dog shit. To be fair, it started getting a little bad in Vanguard.
They weren't really good before.
Huh?
They weren't great in Warzone 1. They weren't bad on Cold War, but, like, specifically, but on Warzone 1 they weren't.
Warzone and stuff, like, I think ushered in the newer servers, because it also happened in Vanguard. Vanguard was the first time I discovered packet burst even being a thing in Call of Duty.
Oh, not me though. That was MW19 from me.
Oh my god! It's something about this new engine, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's something about freaking the IW8. I had packet burst issues on
Do you see this?
Yeah, I'm looking. Jesus Christ.
It's not my
you
net,
know-
by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's
I can see
fully
your
the
latency.
game.
Bro, I was curious at Resident Evil 3 remakes fucking achievements, because, like, that's my favorite one, so I was like, you know what?
What gun is the hot mess? The Amos.
I was like, fuck it. Maybe I'll go for it on.
It's a pun on, like, it starts as a mess and then it becomes hot mess.
I was like, oh, Resident Evil 3 is my favorite one. Maybe I'll do this. I think I'm okay. The last two achievements, one of these is called Sprinter, and it's complete the game in under 2 hours.
Bruh.
And the one above that is complete the game using 1 or fewer recovery items.
I will say, as much as those, like, suck, it must feel really fucking rewarding for 100% of these games.
Yeah, but the one in particular is the 14,000 steps on fucking RE2 that I think I would kill myself, because there's no way of knowing how many fucking
Steps you've taken, yeah, it's an invisible
unless
tracker.
you're counting it, and it's just like, you have to just rush through the game and just hope. You know? I think that one's a little. To be fair, I think the 2 hours of playtime isn't as crazy as maybe I think it is, because my first playthrough of that game, I beat it in 5 hours, and I had no idea what I was doing. Or it was 6 hours. But, you know, if I played it a couple more times, I definitely think I could trim it down, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And get it done in 2. But yeah, like, some of the Resident Evil games just have shit where it's like, you have to be on, like, the hardest difficulty, but you can also only use a knife the entire playthrough. I don't remember what fucking game that is. Oh, and you can't die once.
I just wanna fucking beat these tears, man.
You know, it'd be cool. Imagine if, like, in the Season 3 update, they made their servers playable. Oh, wait.
That would be awesome.
They won't.
No, I'm just gonna kill this HVT and then back out. I wanna see how close I am.
You're the only turtle. Wait, how the fuck did I not do that?
Okay, I'm almost done with that tier. They basically have like another 100k XP to go.
Dude, you have the best gun in the game, the D13 sector.
What is the most effective way of getting XP anyway?
I have no idea.
It probably is for
I know,
zombies.
fuck. There's just straight up an AFK method, I know.
I really want to do an AFK method though.
Oh, I know.
Do you
There's
think
the fucking
Cowabunga
wait.
Cranked gets you good XP?
I I would have no idea. I don't know if doing challenges like applies to the pass thing. I do know
It does. Like challenge XP.
Okay.
I know it does because as I've been getting camos, I've been completing the tiers. Like that's one of the reasons why I'm doing it.
Yeah, that's probably how I got through it very quick because I was doing camos, but I've also been trying to like do the 100%er calling card at the same time. That's like the other thing I've been chipping away at.
Worst case scenario, I'll just buy the last tier. But I don't really want to do that. I have COD points, like I won't have to spend any actual money, but I'd rather save those COD points for something else. Why does it say my highest round on Liberty Falls is round 11, but then I'm on fucking round 14 on this save?
Because they fucking break it every update.
Yeah.
Like on Citadel, it says my highest round is like 20, as if I didn't get to over 100. It's so weird because it worked perfectly fine, and then they released the Season 1 update, and then it broke. And it just keeps breaking every time. Like, I think it's cool, like...
To be fair, I think with Season 1 specifically, they reset the leaderboards entirely, didn't they? By accident.
Yeah, the leaderboards just, like, stopped working. I know, but it wasn't all of it, though. It was just, like, some of it stopped working.
I know that as of this new season, though, there was, like, people just lost, like, half their playtime and stuff. And a lot of
I lost a chunk of my playtime. Because it said that I only had, like, 4 days, and I was like, I had way more. I literally explicitly remembered sending somebody a screenshot of when it got to literally a week's worth of playtime on just zombies, and I was just like, I need to figure out something better to do with my fucking life. Because I definitely probably have, like, fucking over 10 days in just zombies alone. I don't fucking get how I do that.
Follow my lead.
I really hope Shattered Veil is good.
Wait, that reminds me. There was
What
something
does
I wanted to send you.
Huh?
There's something I wanted to send you.
I really hope Shattered Veil is good because I'm not gonna lie, my overall interest in zombies is kind of dwindling. Banger.
That's my favorite one so far that I've seen. I saw some people just straight up rearrange the letters to just say Shadows of Evil, which I thought was funny.
Banger. But yeah, I really hope Shattered Veil is good because like I feel like my interest in zombies is kind of just. It's not that like it's completely gone.
I hope we get an intro cutscene this time.
Yeah, that.
I know that like the tomb is like to the scale of like a more like classic type map, but
The tomb is just.
part of me honestly thinks that they're not gonna give us a fucking intro cutscene because the Liberty Falls one was basically an intro cutscene for Shattered Veil.
Yeah. Even though I feel like we need one of the...
Like the Requiem team, just like even arriving even, like that'd be nice.
Yeah, because they're fucking going from France to fucking West Virginia. I feel like getting their reaction to, you know, this fucking West Virginia town, like, with Janice all over the place in an outbreak zone. I feel like that's kind of an important tidbit. Like, yeah, okay, sure, you can probably give us... There'll probably be dialogue about it too, but I feel like getting them actually arriving...
Yeah, I still think that, like, this is something that I think about every now and then, but I still think that a zombie, like a COD Zombies TV series would go on spot. If they did it right, like, it could be really cool.
Yeah, but... you know, I will say, I think part of my interest in zombies dwindling also has to do, weirdly, the fact that I've been getting so deep into Resident Evil, because Resident Evil is just really good.
For me, one of the things that still is hitting really hard is actually what Nicole tweeted about when they revealed the picture of the giant ball with Sam in it. Nicole just saying like this reveal would have been way more hype if Julian Nathanson didn't literally lose her fucking job as Samantha Maxis.
Because that was definitely when my interest in fucking.
Oh yeah, same.
Like obviously I'm not saying like I don't care about anything this game does. I will still be here day one to play every single map. But like I can't act like I'm as interested as I was when it first released.
It really sucks because this game is like really good too.
Yeah,
it kind of sucks. The game itself is really good. It's everything around the game that's really souring it though.
I also think just generally narratively, this game just, I don't know. Like, it started really strong, but they've kind of done nothing.
See, part of me thinks the reason for that is they're still telling the story as if there was only 4 maps. Does that make sense? It's like they had 4 map, like, it feels to me like they had a 4-map story written, and then only did, and stretched that story over, like, however many maps we're getting in this game. Because, like, the best example I can think of is the way Citadel ended could have just been with us getting the Sentinel artifact then and there, but the only reason it didn't is because they needed to put another map in after that.
Maybe. I don't know.
Like, and that's why the tomb feels so devoid of narrative, because it's kind of just tacked onto the end of Citadel.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Like, it feels like they
Yeah.
only have story written for 4 of the maps, and they're just, like, tacking the other maps on.
It feels like I don't know how many months deep into
We haven't
this game,
really moved very far in the story.
We've done nothing.
Yeah.
We're about to get our 3rd DLC map, and I feel like, and our 5th map overall for this game, and I feel like...
But that's exactly what I mean, though. Like, I feel like if we were at this point in the story, and we only had, like, 1 DLC map, which is what we would have at this point, in a traditional cycle, it wouldn't feel as slow, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's just like with the output they're doing, the fact that it feels like we're not...
It feels like we're getting more maps than they've written story for.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. But, yeah, I don't know, the tomb in particular, it killed a lot of the story momentum for me. Because I feel like so much shit in the tomb just raises more questions than we actually have answers. And they just kind of like are probably never gonna elaborate on half of it ever again. Like I still kind of think that they should have just made the original Chaos story just like 100% like canon, so that you could branch off that rather than doing like a pseudo canon, which is what they're doing. Because in the end cutscene, one of the files in the Sentinel artifacts is that Cortifex helped create at least one of them, which doesn't fall in line with Chaos.
Well, that might not necessarily be decanonizing Chaos and like only like that could just be a retcon.
Well,
it wouldn't be the first time there's just been retcons in the zombie story.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the best example of a straight up retcon is them making Mob of the Dead canon, because it never was.
I have more. There is more. Though with Rhodes in particular, in one of the radios, because it's in 1908, he says that a cult's been after him, which you would think is the Order, but the Order wasn't after him yet then. So that's also changed. There's also him just at the fair in 1913 with Kraft when he died in 1911 or 10. I don't, whatever the Titanic song.
See, I would say that again though could just be retcons, because I mean look at the fact that they changed like some of the years around of what like events in like BO2 happened.
Yeah.
Like, you can literally read in Wood's bio in both MW3 and this game. Actually, I think it's MW3 specifically. That they swapped some of the dates around. Like, the dates aren't the same.
Yeah. No.
Honestly, what I think they need to do, and this is the same thing I've been saying about the campaign stuff, is I think that they need to just remaster the Chaos maps and the campaigns that are canon, and change the story in those remastered versions and have those be the canon versions.
The only map that has, from Chaos that has any sort of reference is actually 9.
Hmm.
Because in one of the files at the end of the Tomb Yap Fest is, there's one of the files that says that one of the central artifacts was activated in ancient Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
Which I would figure is a reference to 9, but it might also not be. It could be something else, but I think that just, you know, out of the things we know, that makes the most sense.
Yeah, yeah.
But also 9 is a weird map in how it's even canon and even chaos, so...
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's like, those were real things that happened back then, but it's not like our characters were actually there in any way. They were just seeing memory. I don't know.
They were basically seeing.
They were like reliving.
They were reliving their memories, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is kind of similar to what we do with the amulet in the tomb. When you think about it, we're like reliving. Like.
I mean, that's more of like the echoes, though.
Yeah, but it's a similar concept, is what I'm saying. Because we're also like following in his footsteps, doing exactly what he did back then to get the ice off.
And I think that's more in line with like the machine.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, also, Panos had a line I've never heard until recently that I was gonna tell you about.
Which one?
You know how he yaps in the
yeah,
church, right? One of his lines, I assume he's talking about Eddie. He just keeps, he's saying to whoever the fuck he's yamming to, he's like, no, I don't hate him, but I don't think that you do either.
I've heard that line before.
Oh.
Yeah, that's an old one.
Well, I didn't hear it until recently.
Yeah.
I don't really go into, I haven't done basically any of the main quests more than once in this game.
Oh, I've done them quite a few times, especially the...
I've done the tomb twice. And
the tomb is the only one I haven't done more than once, because I hit that.
Because I did the tomb with you guys when I did it for the first time, and then I did it with Ali the next day.
Yeah.
Because like I kind of have to do it with her every time. Like that's the law. I'm supposed to do it with her for the first time every time, but you know.
That one was a fucking dog shit boss fight.
Yeah. That one wasn't really intended. I just kind of got on with you guys on a whim and did it.
We also didn't think we were gonna beat it too, to be fair.
Yeah, because didn't we say what we were gonna? We were just mostly just trying to like figure out new shit we can do.
Yeah, we were just trying to figure out how the boss works and stuff.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out how it worked and like figure out new strats. I think is what we were saying, and then we just. Because I did memorize some of the shit on the boss, and then I yapped as I do, and then we did it. I have the boss on whatever this map is called. Shattered Veil is cool. I hope we get a cool boss fight.
I honestly think it'd be really cool if it was the T-Rex.
I will say with the T-Rex shit, it has been funny seeing like the people freak out over the fucking, just the idea of the T-Rex skeleton being in the map. I just thought it was really funny because it was like, we have seen a massive chunk of this fuck-ass mansion for a long time now.
Wait, like I'm confused. What, like people complaining?
People
about
like it? making like a big deal, like it was this brand new thing never seen before, even though we saw this like forever ago. New game crash. Just like don't let it crash next time. But also Call of Duty moment. True.
I really want them to not release Black Ops 7. as a separate game. They should just release it as a BO6 DLC. They have to know that it's not going to do well anyway, because GTA 6 is going to be out by that point. And, like,
Yeah.
I don't understand. It's just weird to me because, like... Alright. They saw how Black Ops 4 went when they pushed it up because they were scared of Red Dead Redemption. And this is GTA. GTA is a bigger deal than Red Dead Redemption. As much as I love Red Dead Redemption, GTA is a way bigger deal.
Oh, did you see that suddenly, you know the Insider Gaming article about, like, some of the map stuff for, BO7?
Yeah.
Did you see, or maybe...
Alright, I need one more
didn't see
tier and then
anyone
I finish this.
talk about this, but I did read the article, and maybe I read it when I was
Okay, that's fine, Cass.
But their wording about, like, the original characters being in it has suddenly changed. Because, like, before they were kind of saying it, like, definitively, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Now they're...
I know.
But now their wording is, like, maybe, supposedly.
Yeah, likely or supposedly.
might.
Yeah.
Like,
they've
suddenly, like, shifted their
That's
wording.
because, the article that came out, the stuff that they were talking about, right, with the new map leaks and stuff, I know this because of, like, my mate Bondi, who's, like, you know, super into the leaking stuff. They didn't get any new information confirming or denying that the characters are going to be in it, the old characters. The old characters being in there is purely off of the previous leak. They've just included it in there saying that nothing has said that it's changed yet, but also nothing's confirmed that it's still happening.
That it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there is always just a genuine chance that they kind of, like, did, like, placeholder versions of them. This is, like, something, I don't know. Or just concepts.
Well, we do know that, there are newer versions of all the characters sitting around somewhere. Because, the original plan for MW3 is post-game seasons.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know if you know about this, but, the original plan for MW3's post-game seasons was, meant to be like a
like
a
everything
big, like,
would be...
Yeah, every season would be
based on
themed
a
around
different game.
something.
Yeah, I know about that.
Yeah, yeah, and the original characters, the premise characters specifically, got, like, they had new operators that they were working on. So there's probably some version of newer versions of those characters sitting around somewhere that maybe they're repurposing.
Like, inserted in.
Yeah.
To that. I still wouldn't mind, like, them bringing them back
As operators, like, as a non-canon thing.
Like,
yeah.
non-canon thing.
Because that's like how it was like in Blackout, for example.
Also, I was thinking about it earlier, about, you know, how the next season we were talking about how it's going to be set in 1980i. There's genuinely a non-zero chance that they also put Mason in the game.
I hope they do, honestly. I would really like that.
I wouldn't be shocked if they, like, took that as, like, oh, we're doing a season of the past, like, okay, well, yeah, even though Mason's
Might as well, like,
dead,
put, like, dead characters in the game. And also, this is not the first time they've done a season in the past, too, because I think the best example is MW3, when everyone thought Soap was alive again.
Yeah.
It's really funny because, like, I remember everyone freaking out about that, and I was just saying, like, dude, look, I understand.
It's just cosmetic. That's
yeah,
what I was, like,
that's what I was saying, too, and everyone was like, but it's the Battle Pass operator. I'm like, dude, they could very easily just say that this season's set, like, a couple years ago, and then guess what? They did that.
Yeah, it was set, like, a year or two in the past.
It was set, I think...
It was 2022.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's after, MWZ. But it was kind of also connected to it, too, because they had the zombie stuff going on. Whenever you can check the yeah, I will.
MW3 as a game is such an anomaly. Like, not in, like, a bad way, but
It makes me sad, because, like,
interesting...
Sorry, continue.
It's a good game, don't
it
get
is,
me
yeah.
wrong. I just... There's just so much shit about that game that's just kind of like, huh. It kind of just, like... Sometimes it's just like, how the fuck did this game turn out to be pretty good?
Another thing that makes me sad about MB3 is the post-game story that is there is actually really cool. It's just a shame that it's buried underneath everything. Because they didn't do like proper cinematics. They just showed off the skins in the cinematics.
Yeah.
Whereas like now with VO6, I feel like we're back to actually having story-based
They started it
cinematics.
off not too like insane though with MW3. I remember because I remember the first cutscene was like the one guy Makarov broke him out of prison.
Oh yeah.
And then,
yeah. I know what you're talking about. I forgot his name.
No,
Nolan?
Yeah.
Is that his name? Nolan?
Something like that.
It was the guy who was also in Vanguard then after.
Yeah.
The Aussie guy.
And also apparently World War II. He's apparently just been in like every Sledgehammer title.
I actually didn't know that, but I just know that he's an Aussie actor.
Whoever he is, I mean, you know.
But
Dude, your kind is all over fucking Borderlands the pre-sequel. That's crazy.
I was gonna say, if you're just saying Sledgehammer games, it makes sense because their main studio is literally in my city.
No, I was talking about pre-sequel.
I know that, yeah.
Your people are on the move, bro.
I still think it's really
kinda
cool that like Sledgehammer are just here.
Dude, that's crazy because I live near what are those faggots called? Treyarch.
Man, I'm streaming.
Oh fuck, dude, my bad. Dude, I'm running on fumes right now.
I need to get a different gun because I keep
Have you done all the wall weapons?
I don't remember. I'm not gonna lie.
Have you done both of the shotguns? Because both of the
I have, yeah.
they're both wall weapons. You have or haven't?
I have, yeah.
Okay. DM10 is at the motel.
I've done the
The
DM10. I'm pretty sure.
GS45 is in the spawner
I'm
as well.
pretty sure I've done the GS45, but I might have forgotten about it. Hold on. Let me just check DM10. Yeah, I've done the DM10. Oh yeah, I did it the other day. I just remembered. I haven't done the GS45 apparently. I'll just go do that. Actually,
There's also the AK-74 on the walkway coming up from, or the street coming up from Speed Cola.
Isn't the AEK? Yeah.
No, it's the AK-74.
Oh, I thought it was the AEK for some reason. I think I've done this one already.
I memorized the wall buys on this map at one point.
I need to download that True Shuffle fucking add-on for Spotify again.
The C9 is right here.
The C9 I've done. I'm pretty sure at least. I think it was one of the first guns I did.
How the fuck you got 17 in your mag? What mag?
The extended mags that I have. I don't remember which
Mine are
extended mags.
Mine are... Oh wait, no. Never mind. Mine are like 24. Never mind. Ignore me. I have Extendo Mag 2 on it. It's because mine are 14 because the mag goes out when you path it. So that's why I was confused.
Oh.
Dude, the gold in this game goes so hard with the insta-kill charm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because, yeah, it's like yours are a 10 now, whereas mine are a 14.
Dude, I really hope we get the fucking M1911 in this game at some point.
Dude, that's the gun from Resident Evil 8 Village.
I'm gonna be like really annoyed if they don't put it in this game. I don't know, I feel like weird about not having an M1911 in this game. Especially because it's like on like a bunch of the operators like just have the gun on them, and it's on the cover art for the game. So I
hope you know.
It was also a big part of the marketing too.
I hope you know that when I saw the 1911 in Resident Evil 8, I thought of you.
Huh?
That was why I sent it to you. When I saw the 1911 in Resident Evil 8, I thought of you.
Oh.
I did literally send it to you, and I said, "Oh my God, it's the Black Ops gun or something."
Oh yeah, that's right. Because I responded with Black Ops or something like that.
Or I said the zombie gun, some shit like.
I think you said it's a zombie gun, and then I said, "Oh my God, Black Ops." You trying to find it?
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, I
it
just
and
you said, oh my god, look, it's a zombies gun, and then I just said Black Ops.
Yeah, I only killed like one thing with that gun.
I don't know why, I always find it really funny to just say Black Op instead of Black Ops.
Hey, bro, hold on. I gotta yap about this a little bit. I'm not gonna spoil anything. This week's episode of Daredevil, so good.
Dude, I had to mute that term on Twitter.
Oh, did you get spoiled?
I didn't get spoiled, but I kept seeing stuff show up, and I would scroll past it quickly, and I'm like, if I don't block the term, I'm going to get spoiled. So I just blocked the term.
Dude,
because
like,
I want to watch it, like I really do, but I obviously like want to watch Daredevil season 3 first and Defenders.
If you don't watch season, yeah. Oh yeah, Defenders. Yeah, but you gotta.
I'm honestly thinking what I might do is oh my god, Raymond's in chat. Me when I'm about to get spoiled, real honestly. Honestly, what I might do is like me and Cass were gonna watch Iron Fist because we were doing like our watch. But me, like I will say, as much as I liked like Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, as we were watching it, we were like, this is really good. Anyway, when do we get to Daredevil again? Because we liked the shows, but we just wanted to watch more Daredevil.
The only show that I think is like comparable to how good Daredevil is the first season Jessica Jones.
I really liked Jessica Jones. It was like I'm not gonna lie, like the first like episode or two, I was kind of like, this is alright. But then like as I started getting like really invested, like I genuinely like really liked it.
Yeah, no, the 3 best seasons of like the Marvel Netflix stuff, easily Daredevil season 1, Jessica Jones season 1, Daredevil season 2. Not necessarily in that order, but you know.
I like Luke Cage season 1.
I haven't finished Luke Cage, so I can't speak
It's
on
worth watching. I really liked it.
To be honest, I can't really say I blame you for wanting to brush over Iron Fist as fast as possible, because the first season is not good.
We haven't started it, but we keep hearing it's not good, which is why we just kind of want to skip it.
I think the second season is good though,
but the reason I'm thinking like, oh, we can skip it now is because like there's a chance we end up watching it for like the big Marvel like watch party stuff.
So one thing I'll tell you too is because Iron Fist is actually kind of important for Defenders, right? Because the hand is a big part of Iron Fist, which you would have seen in Daredevil season 2 also.
Yeah.
Defenders is about the hand.
Oh, okay.
Because Defenders really is Daredevil season 2.5.
I really wish right now, just this is a little bit off topic, but kind of not. I really wish I was playing as the Foot Clan character right now, so I could be like, oh my god, the opposite of why I am right now.
Yeah,
because I just love that the Foot Clan are just
basically
the hand foot TMNT version.
The Defenders is basically Daredevil season 2.5. Like all of the shit with the hand, because it didn't get resolved in season 2, that all is in Defenders. All of it. So like, it's weird. For the other shows, you don't actually really need to watch Defenders. For every other one, but for Daredevil, you literally have to.
Yeah,
because it's like so many of the storylines that season 2 was doing all get wrapped up in Defenders. And not even just season 1, also season, or not season 2.
Get
also
that cheap ass town home.
And then like, you know, Defenders and the events of Defenders are very important for like where season 3 starts for that as well. But Defenders is good. I just recently binged it with Malachi. I fuck with the heavy. It's not amazing. Like, I group it in as a season of Daredevil because it basically is. I'm not gonna include Born Again in this, but it's definitely the weakest of the 4 seasons there. But you know, it's not bad. It's fun. It's a good time. My biggest problem with it is it takes forever for like the 4 to get together. It just takes too long. Because it's like I think it's like episode 3 or 4, and it's like an 8-episode series.
So like doesn't start being an actual Defenders show until like 3 episodes.
Yeah,
basically.
it's like you kind of get them crossing paths a bit, but you don't get them all 4 of them coming together.
To be fair, that kind of happens in their own shows as well. So
yeah,
especially with Jessica Jones and Luke Cage.
but what I will say is they do a really good job with. I forgot about this in Defenders. Because, like, you know how each of the shows almost has, like, their unique identity and how they're shot, which is awesome? They keep that when the show is focusing on that
like, that character. Yeah, that's cool.
Like, it keeps that theming. Like, the color palette, you know?
Yeah, I get you.
If only everything else MCU could do cool shit like that.
I mean, what?
Well, they used to, but they just kind of stopped.
Oh, I know. I'm talking about
Because, like,
now.
my best example is, like, Thor. Honestly, I really like the like, stylistic
so well
shit in the first Thor.
It's unbelievably well shot. Another... You know what? Daredevil Born Again is the most weirdly shot show of all time.
I actually really enjoyed rewatching Iron Man 2 the other day.
I remember I really had to go to bed during that.
Yeah, because you dip like halfway through.
Yeah, Born Again is one of the
I am,
weirdest shot shows.
like, this is something that I mentioned. I am happy to push it an hour back even further. Like, if that makes sense, like, have it an hour earlier even further. If it is too late.
Just, like, I was kind of getting in a better sleep schedule at the time, so I think that was kind of my biggest problem. But I
Also,
now I'm
I
at 5 a.m.
haven't spoken to Malachi in a bit, but fuck that motherfucker.
Why?
He fucking made the menu win, and I was just like, God damn it, this is the 4th week in a row that TMNT hasn't been able to be watched, man. I've been trying to watch this movie for a month, and this motherfucker who doesn't even join the movie nights voted against it.
Oh my god. You should text him. Just a message about Discord.
Because I remember checking it, and I'm like, wait, why is the menu winning now? They were drawn before. And then I just saw it was fucking Malachi. And I'm like, this motherfucker isn't even gonna show up. Usually, like, I'm not actually angry at him, it's just funny.
Yeah. But yeah, what I was saying, and talking about, like, how they're shot, Daredevil Born Again is one of the most weirdly shot shows of all time for me. Because it sometimes looks really good, right? Sometimes. And then other times it looks like your average Marvel Studios production. It just flips and flops. I know why it does that, because it turns out the overhaul
Is it because of the
wasn't as crazy.
reshoots?
The creative overhaul wasn't as crazy as we thought it was. So basically what happened is, because like originally they were gonna do 18 episodes for a fucking season. You know, that whole incident. But when they were originally shooting, they only shot they actually finished 6 episodes because they were shooting them in 6s, basically splitting them up.
So do you think the later episodes will get more like stylistic almost?
Probably, because yeah, they had to keep 6 episodes, but what they did is they shot 3 fully new episodes. And then they have also shot new segments
For older episodes.
in the episode.
Yeah, because they did the reshoots and shit, right?
Yeah, so it's weird because it's like, I feel like we're not gonna really get to see how much a lot of like the new people involved actually care about like bringing everything back until
like the next season,
the
basically.
second season.
Yeah.
Because they've already started shooting, which is cool. But I gotta say, I don't think this is spoiler because they marketed this for the show. I gotta commend the balls they have for a topic they're tackling. They're covering the whole like, do you know about like, I don't know if it's a thing in other countries, but at least here, there's a problem of police officers repping the Punisher skull as a police symbol.
Oh, I've heard about it. Yeah, I've heard about it.
Yeah, it is really bad, and it's like people have like paraded basically the Punisher symbol into a police symbol here. Like, some people genuinely think that it's a symbol for the police here. It's bad. They're tackling that as a topic. in Born Again, which is like, you know, it's a fairly.
Oh, I think I saw
deal.
something about it. I think I saw something about that specifically, and that was one of the things that like, I'm not 100% sure, but it was something I saw on Twitter.
But yeah,
I don't know if what I saw was a spoiler or about the real life stuff with it. But I remember people talking directly about Born Again, in that context. But yeah.
I gotta commend them for having the balls to tackle that as a topic. Because Punisher's co-creators unshockingly valiantly against it because the concept of Punisher existing was a critique on police.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, police who, you know, think that they're essentially
Above
like
the law kind of thing.
yeah, they can execute whoever they want. Like it's.
How do I unsub? Why do you want to unsub?
Tell your mom, but
you can just cancel it, can't you? Like if you cancel the subscription. That's the closest you can get to it. If this is a genuine question. Dude, I can't believe they found this church in real life.
bro. But yeah, I gotta commend them for having the balls to tackle it. Like I don't know how good or bad they're gonna do it, but like, you know.
Like in terms of like actual like current consensus on the show though, do you think it's good or bad?
I'm kind of mixed on
Because
it.
I'm hearing a lot of mixed shit just in general on the show.
There's a
like
lot
I'm hearing a lot of people
good-
being like, it feels like we're back kind of thing, like to just like Daredevil stuff. But then I'm hearing a lot of people say that it's like actual ass. Like there's not really an in between.
It's not actual ass.
I am seeing people say that though. That's just what I'm saying.
So yeah, I'm like, so I gotta get this like in a perspective. Like Daredevil, the original show, is a very important show to me.
This channel has
in
gone
my
downhill
life.
since you went woke. Yeah, you're kind of right, honestly. I gotta get based again.
Like the original show is very important to like me as a person.
Is that the church from
and-
Spider-Man 3? Sorry, I'm still listening, by the way.
Yeah, it's important to me a lot, and it
Mhm.
means a lot to me. And it was a very important like piece of my life, and like I guess like a developmental part of my life, if that makes sense. Like, so I'm just naturally kind of skeptical when you bring back a show that important to me.
Yeah.
So it's like I am trying to give everything a chance, but also like, you get me? Like I'm gonna naturally.
You're gonna be more
also
critical.
Skeptical.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I will say, for the most part, it's not terrible by any means. It's just there's a lot of creative decisions that
You need to see
I
pan
don't
out
think-
kind of thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
To like
major
fully know how you
thing.
feel about it. I get you.
Yeah, there's like a major thing that I'm like, I still don't know how I feel about it, and I've seen a lot of people just say like
Jumping straight
seen
on
the
it being
whole
bad,
show.
or...
I don't know. Like, I was upset that they did this creative choice, and I did not like it. But I was kind of like, I can see what they're trying to do at the same time, so I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt, kind of thing. And I've seen a lot of people who have genuinely like watched all 9 episodes say like, it was kind of stupid of them to release this in a weekly format, because it's kind of one of those things that kind of fully comes around at the end. So, you know, we're 4 episodes in, but my consensus is I'm not loving every second of it, but I'm not like fully against it by any means. Like, I need to see everything pan out, and I think there's a lot of good, but also there's bad, and I can't pretend that it doesn't exist. But I do think conceptually I like bits of like the base concept of what they're doing on a broad scale for the show. Very much of the show's kind of like baseline. It treats like both Matt and Fisk as like the leads of the show essentially, rather than opposing ends. And it's basically about, can they change? And I like that. I think that's a cool, like, frontline basis. for the show because it's very much like because they're adapting a whole Mayor Fisk story from the book.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like I think it's cool seeing like the idea of can Fisk really do better and put down like his past and try to become a better person, or is just who he truly is, just Kingpin.
Yeah.
And then can Matt quench his
Imagine being woke, just stay asleep.
true, or can Matt like quench his desire for violence that he tries to pretend doesn't exist so badly. Like I don't know, it's cool concepts. Just gotta. I will say though, one of the coolest bits in the show for me was hearing them call Bullseye Bullseye. I don't know. I thought that was cool.
Because that was like something that they tried to set up earlier, right? Like, wasn't the season 4 supposed to be with Bullseye? Wasn't that?
Bullseye's in season 3.
Yeah, but wasn't season 4 supposed to be like more Bullseye centric?
We don't really know exactly. It would have been more of him fully coming into that role.
Like being Bullseye properly, right? Because that's something I've heard.
So season 3 is essentially Bullseye's origin in a way, because probably in the books, Bullseye doesn't have an origin.
No.
At all. We don't even actually know his real name.
Damn.
All we know is his first name is Lester. That's it.
Like the guy from GTA.
Yeah, like that's it. We don't have a last name or anything, and so because of that,
hear me out. His last name is Crest.
True.
Lester Crest.
But in the books, he had a fake name that he used at one point of Benjamin Poindexter.
Interesting name.
And so that's what the show just uses as his name.
As his actual name. Okay.
Yeah, like some people really don't like that they did, but I'm like, I think that makes perfect fucking sense when they beat around the bush of giving him a real fucking name.
It's kind of funny. I just think it's a goofy name.
Yeah, it is. I mean, for the most part, though, everyone
is
is
the guy so
is
true. Raymond, since you're in chat, by the way, did you end up installing GTA 5 Enhanced?
Pretty much everyone though in the show just calls him Gax.
Calls him what?
Gax.
Ah.
But or Ben.
He did W.
But
oh, did you see the sorry, you said Ben and I thought of Ben Grimm. Did you see the minifig leaks?
No.
The head for the thing, and he's got a headpiece on top of it, kind of like Korg. You know, like the Korg minifig?
Yeah.
That leaks, and also the torso for Reed Richards. I'll send them to you. They're on... I saw it on the Reddit the other day. Oh. Actually, I can just show it to you. There might be more now. Like, this was just the other day, so there could be more.
But yeah, I don't know, just... you know, somebody mentioned him in Born Again, Bullseye, and they just kind of were like, they just called him Bullseye. And I thought that was really cool, because he had never been referred to as that before.
They get taken down.
I mean,
oh, I think they removed them. No, wait, hold on. They're lower, I'm pretty sure. No, they're gone. Oh, wait, they're actually gone. Oh, I wish I fucking screenshotted them. Oh, god damn it. It was literally like the Korg head thing. I'll try to see if I can find it.
But actually, wait. I have a place I might be able to see it. If I look right now. I have this
yeah. Like... I found an image of all three of it's all three of the images combined, but... Oh yeah, here they are. They're like Lego website renders, like the pick-a-brick kind of thing on the website.
Yeah, because I remember a lot of Star Wars stuff got leaked with that like a couple years ago. Because, like I remember when the Ghost, they did the new version of the Ghost, that was how like, because it was leaked like description, but like nobody kind of believed it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then it, figures from it got...
I will say,
leaked like that.
one thing that like, because this does look good. I do like the head and the headpiece, and the torso looks great too. I will say, it'd be cool to put this headpiece on the like bootleg one that I have, where he's like not a big fig, but he's not like the Mr. Not what's it called? Mr. Incredible upper torso piece. Speaking of him, it's just like actually something that they're saying is gonna be in the set. Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, I guess people put this and then just said first steps as like a tease for some of the leaks they might have seen, and it's been taken down from the Reddit. Maybe they are doing it. Are they actually doing it? If they're actually doing it, that'd be crazy. They're actually doing the Mr. Incredible torso piece for the first time.
Ninjago's doing another sub theme.
They are?
Yeah, Ninjago Legends.
Oh. Are they killing Ninjago Corp?
I don't know.
Because I think I explained Ninjago Corp to you recently, right?
Lego, like, leaks thing, and there's just photos of new Ninjago sets, and they're just called Ninjago Legends.
Oh. Can you send those to me? I'm kind of curious about that. Do they look like Legacy again, or do they look like something completely new?
They look like something new.
Oh. Because, okay, I do know, like, I think I explained to you what like Ninjago Core is. It's like the replacement for Legacy, but also not really. It's weird. They're like kind of
replacing.
Huh?
Pseudo replacing.
Yeah, I guess. Because it's like
these are all the sets that have been leaked under Ninjago Legends.
Oh wow, those look cool. That is a new version of the bounty, it looks like. Holy shit, that looks cool.
But, what I was saying is, I just kind of thought it was
What the fuck is that green fucking chip that Lloyd has? What the hell? That's goofy looking.
I don't know.
Is it a mech as well? What the fuck?
Oh,
it's a transformer!
Remember the giant mech thing?
Yeah.
That we were laughing at the other day? It looks like it combines with that.
But, like, if you look on the right side of the box, it literally transforms.
Oh.
Like, those engines on the back are legs. It's literally a fucking transformer.
I did not notice that.
That's actually kind of cool. Never mind. I kind of take back what I said. It's kind of sick, actually.
But, what I was saying earlier about Bullseye, I just thought it was cool in Born Again, because, he has shown up in Born Again just, like, briefly. But, and we already know he'll be in more of the show just because of, like, trailer footage.
Yeah.
There's more of him. I'm gonna guess he's gonna be in the last two episodes because he wasn't supposed to be in the show at all in the original version. Because I don't know if you know, they were basically just trying to do a reboot, but like,
yeah, we've talked about it,
yeah. So they're just gonna ignore the original show, but yeah, I just thought it was cool, like somebody mentioning him and just like passingly like calling him Bullseye. Because it was the first time he had ever been, like, referred to as Bullseye. So I just thought it was really cool. Fun fact, you know, Daredevil's big two villains, right, is Kingpin and, Bullseye, right?
Yeah.
Fun fact, neither of those characters originated as a Daredevil villain. I know you know Fisk, but Bullseye didn't either.
I didn't know that.
He was a Captain America villain.
Oh. That's an interesting connection. Yeah. I didn't know that one.
Yeah, no, he didn't appear. His first appearance was 7 years before he ever fought Daredevil for the first time.
Huh. It's really cool how like villains just kind of become villains for other characters eventually over time.
Yeah, because like Kingpin and Bullseye are fully considered Daredevil characters. Well, they're not. I mean, like, Kingpin, you know, you can still obviously make the argument for him in Spider-Man, but, like, your argument
he still appears in a lot of Spider-Man media, too.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But it's like...
That's one thing I've always thought was really cool, because it allows you to do Spider-Man Daredevil team-ups.
Yeah, and one thing with Fisk, too, is he just kind of works as a villain for, like, any
New York hero.
Yeah, any level shit, like... He's kind of flexible in that way, but, like, Daredevil is always, like, his big one kind of thing. Because
yeah, I knew about like Kingpin as a character from Spider-Man before I knew about him, like, from Daredevil stuff just as a kid. Because my, like, first proper introduction to Daredevil would have been the Lego games and, fucking the show. Like, that was my introduction to Daredevil.
Yeah. One thing, I will say with the Bullseye thing, one thing I always thought Daredevil, the series, the original one, did really cool was, like, the characters in it, I loved how they got their names.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Daredevil, Punisher, and, you haven't seen this one, but Kingpin. Obviously, I know you know he's in the show, but you haven't seen how I got his name.
Yeah, yeah.
I love how Daredevil did things like that, and it kind of sucks that we didn't get like a moment like that for Bullseye, though, because he's just kind of like he is Bullseye. Like,
it's the thing that the MCU likes to do, where they just say that something's been that way for a while, I guess.
yeah, I mean, in this series defense, Born Again takes place 7 years after season 3.
Oh yeah, I mean that makes sense.
Of the show,
yeah.
So it's like I can kind of give it a little more of a pass in the sense of like that they didn't necessarily like put a pause on Daredevil in the first.
Yeah.
Also, watch Echo before you watch Born Again whenever you get to it.
I do actually want to watch that specifically
it's
for
like,
the Daredevil stuff.
Yeah, Daredevil's in it for literally a single scene, so don't get your hope up. But like,
Yeah, but I want to see it.
Fisk.
I still want to see it.
Yeah, Fisk is a major part of it.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
And it genuinely does actually like matter a bit in Born Again.
Did you hear, by the way, that Hawkeye's getting a second season?
I heard rumors of it.
Yeah, it's like leaks and rumors that Hawkeye's apparently getting a second season. Which, I don't know, kind of excited me, because I like the show.
Yeah. I liked it, but I don't know. It's weird, I don't love it, even though, it's my favorite comic book character, Kate Bishop, in it. And also, funnily, she's played by my favorite actress.
Yeah.
But I like her as the role. I didn't love her writing. Because my big problem with the show version is that she's kind of just like, obviously there's more to her than just this. For the most part, she's kind of just like Hawkeye fangirl, which isn't. Kate is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I still like it, but
I enjoyed the show.
Yeah.
I also just think that
I
it
like
was
the
like
show.
the best Hawkeye content we've had in the MCU, because we haven't had very
Yeah.
much of anything, to be fair. But
yeah.
yeah,
I was gonna say the
like
bar's really low.
I mean, it is, and it's
I like
it's
it
one of
too,
the
I
people
just
that it's one of the reasons that people think Hawkeye's such a fucking lame character.
I will say that one thing I didn't like is I didn't like Fisk in that show. I don't know.
I didn't mind it. I thought it was cool.
I don't like how they portrayed him as a character. He's not good at what he does.
Yeah,
I think the
I guess that's
best
fair.
way of just saying it is they took the guy
He's a lot
who
less
is
competent.
extremely intelligent.
Yeah,
and they
yeah, he's
kinda
a lot
just
less
turned him into a
competent.
bumbling idiot, and that's what I don't like.
That was a complaint I remember hearing, but I think it was still just cool seeing him in the show.
And it makes sense a little bit now why they did it, because now we know that they weren't actually trying to make Daredevil canon at the time.
Yeah.
Because I know Vincent D'Onofrio, even at the time, he was like, no, it's canon, but...
Yeah, no, because I remember he was saying it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because that was like one of the things that confirmed it for everyone that it was canon, was he kept saying it. Which is kind of awesome, because him gaslighting everyone into thinking it was canon probably is one of the contributing reasons that they ended up caving.
There's actually an even bigger reason why they ended up caving.
They threatened to leave, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie Cox, Vincent D'Onofrio threatened to leave the show, and Punisher's in Born Again as well, and John Berkel refused to return because he said the scripts for that show were that bad.
Yeah.
Like, he fully refused.
Mm-hmm.
Because he signed on at first, but they didn't give him a script because they got to be all.
I'm so glad that, like, people are actually like taking a stance against like, hey, we're not just doing this because it has the Marvel logo on it anymore. We want it to actually be good now.
Yeah.
Like,
because
another example is like, I know that the Blade movie is in fucking development hell, but also for good reason. Like, if there's not a good script, just, you know, stick with your gut. Tell them that the script's fucking
what
bullshit.
people don't realize about the Blade movie is the movie's only being made because of Marshall Ali.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
his concept to do a Blade movie.
Yeah.
To begin with. Like, that
I
wasn't
do
something
still
they
hope it
planned.
happens.
I hope it does, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up. Kind of thing, like.
Because Blade's one of those characters that I've wanted to like see more of, I guess. He just seems cool on the concept. I want to watch the old movies too, because that was something that I wanted to do just for a long time.
Generally, I still just generally don't care what the MCU does. Like, I'm only here for Daredevil because the original show meant a lot to me.
I'm gonna be there for Spider-Man personally, no matter what, and whatever they do with the Guardians next.
I can't wait for the next fucking multiverse Spider-Man movie, because that's gonna be really cool.
It's really weird because apparently the agreement that Sony and Marvel came to is that they would do both of the ideas. Make it street level and multiversal, and it's like, okay, well, shit.
That doesn't really work.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too.
Multiverse, but the guy who comes through is a street level threat. It sucks too, because like I don't you know, so Born Again Season 2 comes out next year along with Spider-Man 4. They come out at similar times, and I feel like you could do something cool and like have them vaguely tied in.
Okay, I was gonna say the same thing and have like a kind of crossover with them, but I didn't know if you would agree that that would be cool, because I think that'd be sick.
The reason I say that is because of just like set photos for Season 2, because it has fucking... Because Fisk just mentions Spider-Man in Born Again, but it's like in a legally distinct way. They don't actually say Spider-Man.
Yeah, I get you.
They're legally distinct Spider-Man.
Yeah, because they'd have to fucking pay Sony just for mentioning him.
Yeah. I mean, they made it work in the context of the sentence, because like Fisk calling out different vigilantes in New York.
Yeah, yeah.
He like gives descriptions of all them. He says like a guy with toting around with guns with a skull on his chest.
Yeah, yeah, like he's like kind of making fun of him in a way.
A man in a spider costume.
Yeah.
And a guy running around with devil horns.
Yeah.
Like,
so he's like kind of making fun of him essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like they did it in a way that worked, but you know, because the thing is with Fisk's Mare, what happens in the books and what we know from Season 2 set photos is Fisk will have his anti-vigilante task force.
Yeah, I know
And
about that because of the Devil's Reign comic I read with Moon Knight. So that's that same thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Devil's Reign. But like,
because I've read that because like it happens in between comics in the 2021 run.
Like you could like
because it's just straight up in one of the volumes. Like they just chucked it in. Which makes sense, because it's, like, obviously something that happens.
Yeah, it was written by Jed McKay as well.
It was cool.
But, like,
I liked it.
I don't know, like, you have both of those coming out around the same time. You can definitely time it that you can have... Like, I don't think that Spider-Man will be, like, a big presence in that. Because I don't want them to fucking... resolve that whole storyline in a fucking Spider-Man movie. That should stay Daredevil thing.
It would be cool if
like,
if we see them team up at some point though. I would like to see a team up.
I would like it, but I don't think it'll ever happen. I genuinely think the most we'll see of it is what we had in No Way Home.
Yeah.
Which sucks, because that's Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio's dream thing is to do like
something with Spider-Man. Yeah.
Spider-Man. Yeah. But,
I know that fucking Charlie Cox has been talking about it since Andrew Garfield was playing the role, because like he's mates with Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, they live together.
Yeah.
Same with Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
And some other actors, but
I'll never forget the little bit of Charlie Cox lore that he tried to audition for Solo, but because of the Daredevil like forcing him not to make eye contact, he fucked up the fucking audition, which I find really, really funny.
Yeah, 'cause
like
he
it
was
sucks,
shooting that
but
at the time.
but yeah, he was so used to just not giving eye contact that he just like they thought he was a weirdo.
Yeah.
And he didn't get the role, which is really, really funny.
Yeah, he's never said who he auditioned for either. He just said that it was for that movie.
I kind of just assumed it was for the role of Han Solo.
No, I doubt it because Alden Ehrenreich was cast like so early.
I still think it's funny though. It's just a funny story.
Yeah. I guess it was probably for one of the like side characters. Maybe Beckett or something. I don't know.
I want to watch that movie again. That was a good movie.
It's a good movie, dude. And I read the book about Kira that happens in the time skip in that movie, and that was really good. I like Solo. Underrated as
You know,
fuck.
that's something I was thinking about recently. I think it would be kind of cool if like this would never happen. It genuinely would never happen because of just the way the MCU is. But it'd be kind of cool if like some things that they never get to explain on screen in the MCU, if they just did like tie-in comics, like how the Batman has some, right? Like the Batman has some tie-in comics, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like
they
DC
did
do
Riddler
it.
year 1.
Yeah. Like it'd be really cool if like the Hulk stuff that happened all off screen. What if we just got a comic run that just explained all that?
They did. They're doing some comic right now that's supposedly MCU canon.
Really? Okay, I did not know about that.
It's like about the TVA.
That's surprising, to be honest with you, because like it feels like maybe fucking Rivals has like changed their tune, but I know that they for some reason were like allergic to admitting that yes, these are based on comic books. Like yes, this is comic book material.
And yeah, no, they're still embarrassed to fucking act like their shit's a comic book property. It's so weird.
Because I feel like Rivals has really changed that. Because Rivals just really, really embraces the comics, and what do you know? It's getting people to read more comics now, like more than ever. Like when Rivals came out, there was like a massive spike in comic reading, like for Marvel specifically, and it's like wow. It's almost like if you acknowledge the comics and like make it accurate to the source material, people are gonna want to check out the characters in the comics.
Dude, one thing I said it to you before. I'm gonna say it again. Just drill it in your head. You should really read the book, the Daredevil book more together before you watch season 3.
I want to read some more comic stuff just in general again because I kind of stopped.
Yeah, I would say just like if you want to read like an origin run of Daredevil because his origin is very different in the books. I mean that's up to you though, because at the end of the day, all you need is like the baseline knowledge of Daredevil.
Yeah,
It'll be fine. That's up to you. I just recommend it because it's he has a very different origin. He also has two very different.
I also want to watch Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man as well because I just genuinely heard that the show is actually pretty good.
I thought about it, but I just don't like the art style. So
I really don't like the art style either. I think the fact that it's 3D
like,
animation, but I think the fact that like people are comparing this story-wise to like Spectacular, like I feel like I need to check it out. It sucks that it's gonna get completely ruined with season 2 when they put Gwen in there.
Yeah, but I'm just not gonna watch it personally. The art style's just not my thing. Like, cool if everyone else likes it. I'm just
yeah, no, fair enough. See, for me, it's like it's an excuse to watch something with Cass. The more things I can watch with Cass, the happier I am. So I don't care. Speaking of which, me and still need to finish watching X-Men 97.
To watch the original show.
Like I said, I've seen a lot of it as a kid. I just don't remember much of it. And I do want to watch the original.
97 like infinitely better because I watched the original before I watched 97, and like it just the show was just 1,000 times better.
Raymond, if you're still in chat, weren't you watching the 90s X-Men show recently? Didn't you say you started watching it? Because
yeah, I have.
Wait, you're in the fucking call? When the fuck did you join the call? What?
It's been here for a minute.
I didn't know because I don't have notification sounds because I'm streaming. You fucking jump scared me.
True.
Yeah, didn't you start watching it, Raymond?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was gonna say you always been like into like X-Men stuff, but haven't really like seen too much of it, like other than like, because I know that you like the Marvel vs. Capcom shit, where there's like a lot of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, there's X-Men in there,
Mm.
the main stuff, and as well as like Avengers, but like not like often.
Yeah, yeah, X-Men are like a really big part of that, right?
Yeah, during those times,
Yeah.
and like a bit of Spider-Man, obviously, because Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Those are like the main characters, essentially.
But yeah, I do want to watch the X-Men 90s series. Like, that is something I've wanted to do properly for even before they announced 97. It's just something I've wanted to do because, like I said, I watched it as a kid. Like, a lot of it as a kid, but, like, I don't remember too much of it. It was just kind of one of those things that I wanted to revisit.
Yeah.
It was, I don't know if you remember, like, fuck, this would have been, like, literally around the time that we, started really talking. Because, like, obviously we've known each other since, like, what, 2017? But we started talking more, like, what, 2020-ish? No,
Yeah.
maybe 2019?
Or
Oh,
I think it was like late 2020, early 2021. Because it was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
shortly
but
after
we
Cold
did
War.
start talking a little
Around
bit
Cold War.
in 2019 just about
Yeah.
BO4 every time a new map came out, like briefly. But around that time was when I watched Spectacular Spider-Man, and I was like, I want to watch more like Marvel shows that I like watched when I was like younger. And I was like, oh, I used to watch like reruns of the 90s X-Men show. That'd be really fun to watch. And I also wanted to watch Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Because I fucking love that show, and it still makes me sad that they fucking killed that show for the way worse Avengers Assemble show.
Yeah, and then like it was like supposed to be like a sequel series to that, and then they just scrapped it halfway through and for gore.
Yeah.
Like they literally used EMH as like fucking flashback, like literal footage from it,
Yeah.
and then just like for gore.
It also really sucks because that show was also supposed to be connected to Spectacular, and then last minute they fucking took out all of I'm blanking on his name. What's his name? Fuck. He's literally my favorite fucking Spider-Man voice actor. Josh Keaton.
Josh Keaton.
Yeah, they took all of Josh Keaton's like lines out and replaced him with fucking Drake Bell. Which really sucks. Because like Spider-Man appearing in that show, I remember, was a really big deal, and it was an even more big deal that it was like the same continuity as Spectacular, like canonically. And then they fucking recast him like last minute. Which is weird because like it didn't end up being canon to Ultimate either. It was basically just advertising for Ultimate.
Oh, yeah, one thing I was gonna say, Daredevil actually has two very. It's so weird. It's one of those things, I guess, like you just kind of pick and choose what you like. Depending on who you ask, some people might recommend you to read Frank Miller's origin run for Daredevil.
Mhm.
Like Frank Miller's considered like the Daredevil writer.
Yeah.
So many people recommend it. I don't. I don't like it. I don't know.
But there's always gonna be like personal preference too. Like that's that's another thing.
Here's why I don't like it. He kills a lot in that origin
okay.
run. Like a lot. And not killing is such a huge part
Like a big
of
part of Daredevil. Yeah.
And it's like, it's not even the fact that he kills, it's the fact that he kills and like, it doesn't even get acknowledged. He just kind of does it and then moves on instantly.
So it's like
kind of thing.
It's like if they told a Daredevil origin story in a video game where you kill people and just don't acknowledge it.
Yeah.
So like
Pretty
the
much.
Spider-Man games, essentially.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a really good comparison, right? Because like
Yeah, no.
in like those games, you kill people, like it's nothing.
But I will say, I gotta give credit to that run for one thing. The like black suit that he wears in the original series is actually based on that book. So, like it's actual.
Oh,
suit
oh!
from that book.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've seen artwork of it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's like-
I know. Okay, I actually know what run you're kind of like. I kind of know what run you're talking about because I've seen artwork of it. Now.
I think it's cool that they took that, but I think overall that run is not very good. It's one of those things too where it tries to be like overtly edgy and serious too, and like I think his original origin just has like that like Marvel charm and almost whimsy to it.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like Electro is part of it.
I feel like I've heard about that.
Yeah.
It might have been
like,
you that told me actually.
Yeah, it probably was.
Because I know that
Um,
there's bajillions of times that me and you have told each other like things that we've already told you before. Like already told each other before because we forget who we
like
felt.
Electro's a part of it. Like Electro is canonic. Is
Oh,
the first
actually,
ever villain.
There's a
that
possibility
Daredevil
me and
ever fought.
Nicole talked about it as well, actually.
Yeah, but Electro is the first ever villain that Daredevil ever fought.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think that's really fucking.
Goodbye, Megalovania.
I think it's cool. Oh my god, I know this song.
I think that's cool too because you know, me being a Spider-Man fanboy, I really like the team ups and like the connections between Spider-Man and Daredevil.
Yeah, there's just a like whimsy in Daredevil's original origin, so it's like to me I always recommend like basically the original origin, and they've done retellings of it, like modernized versions to make it easier for newer people. I have 2 recommendations for you for those. Like there's 2 different books I can recommend. Obviously you can read both, but I have. But the one weirdly, this comic is just called Daredevil Season 1. That's the one I recommend the most.
I think you told me about that one actually.
Yeah. The other one is Daredevil Yellow, which you may have also heard of.
That one, yeah, that one I've actually had recommended to me in the past. I've heard that.
Yeah,
it's
it's a good book, but it's like it's being told to you like verbally by a Matt who has been through everything. So I feel like if you don't know a lot of the stuff that happens to Matt later
like
in his life, it
makes less sense to read as the first one.
You're not gonna enjoy it as much because he's referencing like the major events that have happened to him after the fact. Because that's why I kind of
I have to imagine that was probably something for people who started reading like later without knowing his like origin, and then
yeah, because the actual like context of the book was him reminiscing on his life because of a tragedy.
Okay.
That had happened, and it was like what
is
brought
that
him there in the first place.
Is that in the same time that they did Spider-Man Blue?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense as to why it's
there's
called Daredevil
Gray.
Yellow then. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
But it's specifically called Yellow because it's the yellow suit.
Yeah, that too.
I love I think that suit's ugly as fucking balls. I hate that suit. But I love the in-universe reason it exists.
I think it's a cool looking suit.
I hate it. It's ugly. But I like the in-universe.
I like that they did
for
it in
so
She-Hulk.
it's like,
it looked really cool in She-Hulk.
I didn't like it in She-Hulk, but I also just don't like it
in general. Yeah.
Better in She-Hulk.
I mean,
than it did in
I feel like that makes sense. If you don't like the suit in general, you're not gonna like it as like much in She-Hulk. I just thought it was really cool because like I also just already like the yellow suit, so like seeing it in She-Hulk.
I like the reason it exists, but I don't like it. Like I like the story context of why it was made, you know, because it's his first ever suit, and it's.
I really, speaking of She-Hulk lately, I've actually really wanted to rewatch it.
But it's based on It's not based on. It was literally made out of his dad's boxing uniform.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, and he wore those colors. So.
Yeah, like I said, I really want to watch She-Hulk again because that show is like wildly overhated. I really like it. I just think it's a fun show, man. Like, I feel like people just forget to just have fun sometimes with things.
Yeah, I don't.
And like, I'm very much of the opinion that not everything in one universe has to be like taken super fucking seriously and in the same tone. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't understand how like it's the same thing with I know that you don't like the connected timeline in COD, but I do, and it's the same thing with like I think that zombies existing in the same universe as Modern Warfare doesn't devalue the Modern Warfare story at all to me. Whereas other people, they'll be like, nah, I just can't take it seriously knowing that zombies exist, like, in another part of the universe.
I mean, like, yeah, I agree with that. Like, it doesn't devalue anything. My thing is, I just think that no matter what, it
limits it.
Zombies, which is a notoriously more creative mode, it kind of puts it in more of a box.
See, I get that sentiment, and I know we've had this conversation a billion times, but I think also if they like actually push it, where they're starting to finally, but I think if they actually push those limits and see what they can really get away with, then they can do some really cool things without breaking canon.
They're gonna break the timeline, so you know, that's definitely pushing it. Which, fine. I don't know. I just like the idea of it though beginning in the universe and then the timeline breaks, because it's like, I think MWZ obviously it'll stay canon, and I think that if they break it in BO6 and then BO7 obviously continues in the new branched off thing, I think that it works fine, because you still have zombies that did take place in this like universe, and you have connected tissue between them that will still exist, but like it still lets zombies get away from it simultaneously and get
and another thing is too, there's nothing stopping it from coming back around and connecting up again later. But even like even if they don't do a separate timeline, like that's not gonna bother me, honestly. It's just something from Guardians of the Galaxy. Dude, the Guardians of the Galaxy movies are honestly the ones that I'm looking forward to watching the most with the Marvel Mondays. I really want to rewatch the Guardians movies. Yeah, actually, that reminds me, I recently found out that there is a very large majority of the Guardians of the Galaxy fan base that really fucking hate MCU Star-Lord.
I can't really... I like MCU Star-Lord, but,
I think it's because it changed him in the comics.
Yeah, it ended up a good adaptation, and then they backwards like tried to make the book version like the movie.
But yeah, I recently found out about that. There's like a really large portion that like fucking absolutely hate him, and then there's a large portion of the community that just like the movie version, and think that the changes that it made to the character, even as them being like fans of the character beforehand, think that
it was just like a drastically like different take, which the take that they did in the movie I didn't think it's not bad by any means. It's not as drastic as people do, but
my biggest complaint with MCU Star-Lord is the fact that they never gave him his helmet back. I know it broke, but like just give him a new one. They could have given him a really cool comic one too.
The thing is he had the helmet because in fucking Infinity War they just kind of gave it back to him, and I know James Gunn did not.
Oh yeah, that's right.
James Gunn was not okay with that because it was a part of the movie. Like,
yeah, I didn't even think of that.
And yeah, so he had to make up a reason why he didn't have it in 3, which I thought was funny. He just left it in a drawer.
I just think it would have been cool if they, because I've seen artwork of like him having a more classic style helmet with that new costume, and god, it looks cool. I would have loved if they did that in Guardians 3, if they gave him a more classic style helmet.
Yeah, no, I agree, but
I'll try and see if I can find the artwork that I'm talking about.
Why did you delete this? That was a banger.
What?
This is something someone tweeted telling Dream to kill himself.
Yeah. Where's the artwork I saw? I can't find it. But I mean, you know what I'm talking about, a more classic looking style.
Yeah, I do.
But yeah, no, that suit in the third movie with the helmet would have looked so cool.
Oh, dude, one thing. I'm sorry, this is me backtracking in the Daredevil, bro. Like with Punisher in this show, man. There was a scene. I just gotta say it. This isn't spoiler, but there was a scene of just fucking Matt and Frank just talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that shit literally felt like it was ripped from fucking season 2 of the show. It's a completely different conversation in a completely different context. But holy fuck,
But
I
the
could
way
listen
it
to those
felt.
motherfuckers talk forever, dude.
Mm.
Holy fuck. I don't know. I could listen to those two talk for forever.
Raymond just in chat just goes, while they talk in spoilers. I'm so close to finishing this, man. Alright, I'm gonna wrap up the stream. Because I
I've been awake
don't
so
want
long,
to
my grandpa's
stream
awake.
anymore. So I'm gonna